many people use your name in vain. Love those who have.
Okay, Philly, we're here at a small park off of 69th and Market Streets, and today we're talking about relationships. If you have any questions or comments on a topic, you can send your questions or comments to P.O. Box 274, Upper Darby, PA 19082, or you can email me at info@trueinspiringadoring.com. And I want to introduce to you my husband. We're with Derek May Sr., and he's going to talk with me on this topic. Specifically, I want to talk about wasting time in a relationship when you want to get married,
right,
and your partner does not know that you want to get married.
Yes.
And I have a story. I think I can say that this is a pet peeve of mine.
Okay.
Some time ago, I was in a department store, and I was talking with a salesperson, and somebody next to me was talking to a different salesperson, and her voice caught my ear. I just, all of a sudden, I just heard her. She just kept saying the same thing. She was saying, I didn't get anything for my birthday, I didn't get anything for Valentine's Day, and I didn't get anything for Christmas. And so I stopped. I turned around and I said, you better buy yourself something, buy it for yourself. And she said, oh no, miss, it's not that. I buy stuff for myself all the time. I want to get married. We've been together for 6 years, and I've been expecting an engagement ring.
Okay.
And I looked at her for a second, and it was like so many things went through my head. And the first thing I thought, what I would do if that was one of my girls, because I would.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I would have just gripped them up. But I looked at her, and my solution to her was, I said, you need to talk to him. She said, it's been 6 years, and I really want to get married, and he's just not giving me the ring.
Right.
So I said to her, you need to talk to him, because he may not know. He really may not have a clue. He may not know that she wants to get married, and he may not want to get married.
Right.
And she's already invested 6 years of her life into this relationship.
Wow.
So she needs to start with, it needs to be open communication.
Right.
So she needs to talk with him
Right.
and see where that goes. And then the thing also with that, I told her, you need to be prepared for his answer.
Definitely.
Because he might say, no, I don't want to get married. He could say, yes, but I want this to happen in the marriage.
Right.
Maybe he wants to stay in Philly. Maybe he wants to leave. Maybe he wants you to work if you don't, or he wants you to quit your job. Maybe he wants children, you don't want to, all things like that. That's, what I was telling her, what was going through my mind. But basically it was, you need to talk to the brother.
Absolutely.
In all fairness, he may not know.
Yes.
So
yes.
What do you think about that?
Oh, I totally agree with that. I think that she needs to take the initiative and reach out to him. Now, she needs to do it in a certain way. She just can't come right, and thrust it out and say, hey, I want to get married. Do you want to get married? Are we going to get married? When are we going to get married? She basically have to kind of think about it before she reaches out to her partner. And she needs to do it in a kind, loving manner, so it doesn't look like it's forcing him to make a decision right then and there. She have to kind of put it out there, but also articulate it in a way to show that she loves him, that she cares for him, that she sees a future with him. And if she does that, hopefully he'll be receptive and see it in a loving manner that it is. And he won't look at it like, oh God, she's trying to clamp me down. She's trying to make me commit to something that I don't want to commit to. So I think if her intent is honest and pure, and she really desires to be with this individual, she absolutely needs to convey that to him, because if she doesn't, then eventually over time it's going to bother her, especially if he doesn't bring it up.
Right.
If he's okay with the relationship and he's saying we're flowing right along, and let's not interrupt it, or let's not change anything if we don't have to. And some people are perfectly fine being in a relationship 5, 10, 15 years without having a commitment like marriage, saying I want to be with you forever, the rest of my life.
Right.
So
even if he doesn't agree with it.
Right.
Even if he doesn't want, to get married, and he thinks, this is far enough, whatever, he should still understand what it is that she wants and what she needs. And communication is the key.
Absolutely.
Because like I said, if they do decide to go ahead and get married, it's not going to be all ice cream and cake like that.
No.
It's not. Marriage is a compromise.
Right.
So like I said, maybe he wants to stay in Philly, or maybe he wants to leave Philly. Maybe he wants kids and she doesn't want kids, or whatever. It's going to have to be some kind of compromise, and you have to work together, or it really is going to fall apart. But definitely the first thing was communication. Go and talk. Open your mouth. Don't wait another 6 years.
I just think that when they have that conversation, both people need to be open and receptive to the response, like you mentioned. And then basically whatever they decide on, be okay and comfortable with that. And it may be it works out and then they're planning a date and that's great down the line, but it may be a case where they find out that it's just not going to work out because their goals are different. So, you know, that conversation is very important. And it's both their lives.
Right.
So they
Exactly.
definitely have to make sure that they're making the decision for themselves. It's an individual decision. And so hopefully they'll be able to be in agreement with it. But in the case that they're not, that they'll both be receptive and open for a different result.
Right. Thank you very much. Thank you, Philly. That's what we have for now on relationships. If you have any questions or comments, like I said, you can email them to me or you can write to me. P.O. Box 274, Upper Darby, Pennsylvania 19082, or info@trueinspiringadoring.com. Love you, Philly.
So many people